Welcome to the Deep Dive. We dig through stacks of info to pull out the key nuggets, basically giving you a shortcut to being really well informed. Today, we're heading somewhere fascinating. Vietnam. But, beyond the usual tourist trails, we've got sources suggesting there's this authentic heart to the country, far from the crowds, and I'm really keen to see what we can uncover. Oh, and before we dive in, just a quick thing. If you enjoy this deep dive, maybe consider buying me a coffee. You can just scan the QR code in the podcast cover art. It genuinely helps keep the show going. So thank you for that.
That's absolutely right. And if you've ever felt, a bit put off by crowded hubs or the standard backpacker routes, this is definitely for you. We found 5 lesser-known spots that really show off Vietnam's raw beauty, its authentic culture, too.
And that peaceful side.
Exactly, that peaceful soul. It's about finding those aha moments, right? That deeper connection you just don't get in the super popular places.
Okay, so what's the takeaway for you listening? Well, we're going to try and help you understand why these places are worth checking out, what makes them so special. We'll guide you through each one, pulling out surprising facts, memorable details from the sources. Let's get into it. First up, we're heading north. Our first stop is Puluong Nature Reserve. It's about, 4 hours southwest of Hanoi?
Roughly, yeah.
Okay, so picture this. Terraced rice fields, but without the overwhelming crowds you might think of. Imagine these quiet wooden stilt houses, really crisp mountain air, and welcoming local Thai communities offering proper, authentic homestays.
Yeah, it's often described as Sapa's quieter, maybe more humble cousin. It offers a much more serene experience.
Oh, Rena, I like that.
And what really stands out from the sources about Puluong is that tranquility. It's just profound. And it's managed to keep its authenticity, partly because, its ecosystem and the traditional farming methods kind of naturally limit mass tourism.
Oh, okay. So no souvenir shops.
0 souvenir shops, no big buses full of tourists. It's just you, maybe some mist, the sound of water. It's perfect if you love hiking. Forest trails, hidden waterfalls, these unique bamboo water wheels, too.
Bamboo water wheels. Interesting.
Well, yeah, they're part of the local irrigation. Really ingenious. It's a true immersion in nature. Lets you connect, slow down.
That sounds amazing. Anything specific the sources mentioned, like experiences a visitor might not expect?
Oh, definitely. The homestays themselves are key. You're not just getting a room. You're often sharing meals with the family, real local food, real daily life. Some sources mention the Pu Luong retreat specifically as a good example, combining comfort and, real interaction.
Right.
And for trekking, besides waterfalls, there are trails going through minority villages. You can see artisans, maybe even try weaving. It's not just a show for tourists.
True immersion. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. All right, sticking with the north for now, let's move to Ba Be Lake in Bac Can province. The descriptions I read were just, wow, an emerald lake, kind of surreal, nestled between these huge limestone cliffs and thick jungle. It's Vietnam's biggest natural lake, apparently, but it sounds like a complete secret.
It really does feel like one. And that raises a good point. Why isn't it more famous, being so big and beautiful? Well, ironically, that's its magic. It's pretty remote, and there hasn't been loads of commercial development, so it's kept that pristine quality.
So it's protected its charm.
Exactly. Imagine waking up early, fog drifting over the water. It looks almost unreal, like something out of a painting.
Yeah.
And the sources rave about staying in homestays right on the lake, often run by the Tay people. They're a major ethnic group there. You can sit, sip tea, hear these ancient legends from the locals. It's a deep connection to a way of life that's, largely untouched. The peace there is something else.
So the magic is the untouched nature and the connection with the Tay people. What's the best way to really experience the lake itself beyond just hopping on a boat?
Well, the boat trips are great, don't get me wrong. They take you through caves like Hang Quang, past amazing karst rocks. But for a deeper dive, our sources really suggest kayaking. Paddling yourself lets you explore quieter bits, find hidden spots like Dao Dang Waterfall, maybe land on little islands.
Oh, kayaking sounds perfect there.
Yeah. And some guides offer treks too, combine a boat trip with a hike up into the jungle for these incredible views looking down over the whole lake. Get different perspectives.
Right. See it from all angles.
Yeah.
Okay, let's shift focus now. We're heading south to the Central Highlands. First up, Kon Tum. This is a town apparently that few expats or even regular travelers really visit.
Very much off the radar.
But the sources say it's incredibly rich. Hill tribe culture, interesting French colonial churches, Lovely river scenery.
Yeah, if you connect this to the bigger picture of finding authentic Vietnam, Con Tum really delivers. It feels genuinely unique, miles away from any tourist circuit.
No big tour groups then.
No, none. You get quiet roads, coffee plantations everywhere, and this amazing sense of discovery, especially when you meet the Bonar people.
The Bonar people.
Yes, they're an indigenous hill tribe known for their incredible, tall communal houses. They call them rong houses.
Wrong houses. Okay.
They're not just buildings, they're central to their whole community life, really impressive structures. And the sources say definitely rent a scooter, explore the countryside. It's Vietnam unfiltered, a real insight into local life.
Sounds like a powerful cultural experience. How do visitors usually interact with the Bonar communities? And anything to know about visiting the wrong houses?
Respectful engagement is key. Homestays in Con Tum can often help arrange visits. You might get invited into a wrong house that can be huge, like 30, 40 feet tall, all bamboo and wood.
Wow.
They're meeting places, ceremony halls, symbols of the community. Be mindful of customs. Maybe bring small gifts for kids, like notebooks, pens. Always ask before taking photos.
Right, standard courtesy.
Exactly. But the locals are described as super friendly, very proud to share their culture. You can learn about their animist beliefs, their traditions. It's really enriching.
Okay, from the highlands, let's head to the coast. Our next hidden gem, Quy Nhon. The comparison I liked was, if Da Nang is the loud, bustling cousin, Quy Nhon is the soulful sibling reading poetry by the beach.
Yeah, I like that. That's pretty accurate, actually.
It's got these empty white sand beaches, apparently ancient Cham ruins nearby, and amazing seafood.
Yeah.
And all much cheaper than other places.
Yeah, this is where it gets really interesting if you're after quiet coastal beauty. The sources emphasize you can find whole beaches to yourself. That's pretty rare now in Vietnam.
Definitely.
And the locals are welcoming, less jaded by mass tourism, gives it a sincere feel. Plus you have the Cham ruins, like the Thap Doi Twin Towers, beautifully preserved right there, a link to this ancient kingdom. Quy Nhon is growing a bit, but it's still got that authentic, laid-back charm. It's flagged as great for writers, digital nomads, surfers, anyone needing space to just breathe.
And the seafood.
Oh,
Amazing.
seafood. It's not just tasty, it's incredibly fresh, like caught that day and cooked with local flavors you won't find easily elsewhere.
Sounds idyllic. Any specific hidden spots or food experiences not to miss there?
Well, beyond the main stretch, look for Kai Co Beach. You often need a boat to get there, but it's known for crystal clear water, amazing rocks, feels really private.
Kai Co Beach, got it.
And food-wise, yes, seafood, but try the street food. Sources mention Banjio Tom Nay, crispy shrimp pancakes, and bun cha ka, a fish cake noodle soup, real local specialties of Binh Dinh province.
Bonjay. Okay, adding that to the list. All right, finally, our last stop takes us somewhere really powerful, quite moving, the Con Dao Islands. These islands have a dark history, right? Used as a prison during French rule and the Vietnam War.
Very harsh one, yes. The infamous tiger cages were there.
But today they've transformed into this untouched paradise. It's a strange mix.
It's a unique blend, definitely. You can go snorkeling, see sea turtles nesting, but also reflect on this really poignant history. Con Dao gives you this rare feeling like you're right at the edge of the world, looking out at this endless sea, but also this profound history. What's fascinating is how those two things, the dark past and the stunning nature, coexist. The prison sites, like Con Dao Prison itself, are preserved. You can walk through them. It's intense. But then, minutes away, you have these pristine beaches, vibrant coral reefs, green sea turtles nesting. It makes you think, doesn't it? How history and beauty can exist together, maybe even enhance each other.
Yeah.
It encourages not just exploring the nature, but also quiet contemplation, a deep emotional connection.
That is a remarkable contrast. How are the historical sites managed alongside the natural beauty? And what about the sea turtle conservation?
It seems quite well integrated. The national park covers a lot of the islands and manages the historical sites too, preserving them while protecting the ecosystems.
Okay.
So you could visit a prison block in the morning, then be snorkeling in a protected marine area in the afternoon. And for the turtles, Con Dao is crucial, one of Vietnam's most important nesting sites. You can join responsible eco-tours led by rangers to watch nesting or hatching, usually May to October.
Responsibly, though.
Absolutely. They're strictly regulated to minimize disturbance. It really shows a commitment to conservation alongside remembering the history. It's quite powerful regeneration, nature healing.
So there we have it. 5 really distinct, often overlooked places in Vietnam that sound absolutely worth exploring. Whether it's hiking in Pulong's quiet terraces,
Yeah.
kayaking on Ba Bay Lake, connecting with culture in Kontum, relaxing on Quinon's beaches, or contemplating history on the Kondao Islands.
Yeah, they all offer something the popular spots often lack, that sense of silence, space, and genuine sincerity.
Hmm.
And this whole deep dive, it really highlights what authentic travel can be, doesn't it? Connecting, slowing down, discovering things about the world, but also about yourself. It definitely challenges the idea of what a must-see place really is. Sometimes the best stuff is off the main track.
Absolutely. We hope this journey into Vietnam's hidden wonders has sparked some thoughts, maybe given you a new perspective. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? What might you discover about yourself or the world if you dared to step off that well-trodden path and embrace the unknown?